The best approach when dealing with an electrical inspection write-up is to call the inspector and discuss any points of disagreement or misunderstanding. This promotes clarity and can lead to a more accurate resolution. Contractors may choose to only make some of the changes and then call for a re-inspection without talking to the inspector for various reasons. Firstly, time constraints. Contractors often operate under tight schedules and feel pressure to move quickly to other projects. Minimizing downtime becomes a priority. Secondly, a lack of understanding. The inspector's requirements or the rationale behind them may not be fully grasped. The language used in the write-up may be unclear, or the contractor may not have sufficient knowledge of the specific code requirements being cited. Thirdly, frustration. The inspection process itself can be a source of frustration, especially if the contractor feels the inspector is being overly picky or nitpicking minor issues. Previous negative experiences with inspectors can also contribute to a general sense of frustration. Fourthly, hope for leniency. Some contractors may believe that the inspector will overlook certain incomplete corrections during the re-inspection. This is a risky strategy as it relies on the inspector's discretion and can easily backfire. Fifthly, financial reasons. Re-inspection fees can add up, especially if multiple re-inspections are required. Contractors may try to minimize these costs by only addressing the most critical issues initially. Finally, disputes. Some contractors may genuinely disagree with the inspector's findings and choose to only make the changes they deem necessary, even if it means calling for a re-inspection. This is particularly likely when the contractor believes the inspector is misinterpreting the code or applying it incorrectly. It's crucial to understand the rationale behind the inspector's write-up. This involves careful review of the specific code sections cited and a clear understanding of how they apply to the situation. If any aspect of the write-up is unclear, contacting the inspector directly for clarification is recommended. Open communication can prevent misunderstandings and ensure that corrections are made appropriately. Remember that electrical inspections are not intended to be adversarial. The goal is to ensure that electrical installations are safe and comply with applicable codes. Inspectors play a vital role in protecting the public from electrical hazards. Approaching the inspection process with a cooperative attitude can lead to a smoother and more efficient outcome. Always document all changes made in response to an inspection write-up. This provides a clear record of the work performed and can be helpful in resolving any disputes or misunderstandings. Take photographs before and after the corrections are made, noting the relevant code sections and the specific issues addressed. Understanding common electrical code violations can help prevent them from occurring in the first place. This includes familiarizing yourself with the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and any local amendments to it. Regularly review your work to ensure compliance and address any potential issues before they are identified by an inspector. Consider attending training courses or workshops on electrical code requirements. This can enhance your knowledge and skills and help you stay up to date on the latest changes. Several resources are available to help contractors understand and comply with electrical codes. These include the NEC Handbook, online forums, and professional organizations. Utilize these resources to your advantage and don't hesitate to seek assistance when needed. When communicating with an inspector, be respectful and professional at all times. Avoid getting defensive or argumentative, even if you disagree with their findings. Clearly explain your perspective and provide any relevant documentation to support your position. If you are unable to resolve a disagreement with an inspector through communication, there are formal channels for appealing their decision. This typically involves submitting a written appeal to the local building department or electrical board. Be sure to follow the proper procedures and deadlines for filing an appeal. If you encounter a situation where an inspector is acting unprofessionally or appears to be biased, you have the right to file a complaint with the appropriate authorities. This can help ensure that all inspections are conducted fairly and consistently. Understanding the electrical inspection process can help contractors navigate it more effectively. This includes knowing what to expect during an inspection, what types of issues inspectors typically look for, and what steps to take to address any violations. Preparation is essential for a successful electrical inspection. Before scheduling an inspection, carefully review your work to ensure that it complies with all applicable codes. Correct any potential issues proactively and document all changes made. Inspectors are responsible for ensuring the safety of electrical installations and protecting the public from electrical hazards. Cooperating with inspectors and addressing their concerns promptly is essential for maintaining a safe and compliant electrical system. Failure to comply with electrical codes can result in fines, penalties, and even legal action. It is crucial for contractors to take their responsibilities seriously and ensure that all electrical work is performed in accordance with applicable codes. Maintaining a strong working relationship with local electrical inspectors can be beneficial for contractors. This can help to resolve any issues quickly and efficiently and ensure that all work is performed in a safe and compliant manner. Remember that electrical codes are constantly evolving. It is important for contractors to stay informed of the latest changes and updates to ensure that their work is always in compliance. Subscribing to industry publications, attending training courses, and participating in professional organizations are all excellent ways to stay current on code requirements. When in doubt, it's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with a qualified electrical professional. This can help to prevent costly mistakes and ensure that all work is performed in a safe and compliant manner. The purpose of electrical inspections is not to find faults, but to ensure safety. By working cooperatively with inspectors and addressing their concerns promptly, contractors can help to create a safer environment for everyone. Understanding the specific requirements of your local jurisdiction is critical for ensuring code compliance. This may involve consulting with local building officials, reviewing local ordinances, and attending local training programs. Developing a comprehensive quality control program can help to prevent electrical code violations. This includes regularly reviewing your work, providing ongoing training for employees, and implementing a system for documenting all changes and corrections. When addressing electrical code violations, it's important to be thorough and meticulous. This may involve disassembling equipment, tracing wiring, and performing detailed measurements. Always double-check your work to ensure that all issues have been resolved. If you are unsure about how to correct an electrical code violation, seek guidance from a qualified electrical professional. This can help to prevent further problems and ensure that the work is performed correctly. Document all communication with electrical inspectors. This can be helpful in resolving any disputes or misunderstandings. Keep a record of all conversations, emails, and written correspondence. Always obtain necessary permits before beginning any electrical work. This is required by law in most jurisdictions and helps to ensure that the work is performed in accordance with applicable codes. Failure to obtain permits can result in fines and penalties. Never attempt to perform electrical work if you are not qualified to do so. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's important to have the necessary knowledge and skills to perform it safely. Hire a licensed electrical contractor for any work that you are not qualified to do yourself. Regularly inspect your electrical equipment for signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged or worn equipment immediately. This can help to prevent electrical hazards. Use the correct type of wiring and components for the application. Using the wrong type of wiring or components can create a fire hazard. Consult with a qualified electrical professional if you are unsure about which type of wiring or components to use. Follow all manufacturer's instructions when installing electrical equipment. Failure to follow manufacturer's instructions can void the warranty and create a safety hazard. Ensure that all electrical outlets and switches are properly grounded. Grounding helps to protect against electrical shock. Test your ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, regularly. GFCIs protect against electrical shock in wet locations. Replace any faulty GFCIs immediately. Be aware of the potential hazards associated with electrical work. These hazards include electrical shock, arc flash, and fire. Take necessary precautions to protect yourself from these hazards. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, when performing electrical work. PPE includes gloves, safety glasses, and arc-rated clothing. They energize electrical circuits before working on them. This is the most important safety precaution you can take. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is energized. Lockout and tagout procedures are essential for preventing accidental energization of electrical circuits. Follow these procedures carefully. Never work on electrical equipment in wet or damp conditions. Water is a good conductor of electricity, and working in wet conditions can increase the risk of electrical shock. Be careful when working near overhead power lines. Maintain a safe distance from power lines to avoid electrical shock. If you are working on or near underground electrical cables, call before you dig. This will help to prevent damage to the cables and avoid electrical shock. Report any electrical hazards to the appropriate authorities. This can help to prevent accidents and save lives. Always prioritize safety when performing electrical work. Take the time to do the job right and follow all safety precautions. By following these guidelines, contractors can help to ensure that their electrical work is safe, compliant, and successful.